Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the BBQ Podcast. This is our final episode for this season, not all time. We're not ending this podcast. I know some of you guys may have been excited for that, unfortunately. We're not ending the podcast altogether. It's just the season we're ending, just the last episode of that.
Yeah,
Just
this
me and
is
Evan.
episode 8.
Yeah, episode 8. It's crazy. We're already on episode 8. It feels like just in August we started this podcast, which is when we did start it. So,
To be fair, it is
life is just
December
pretty good.
now.
It is December now. That's
It's
pretty
almost
crazy.
Christmas.
But yes, me and Evan, we wanted to take a break for Christmas from this podcast. Even though we do love making it, it's just so much work. We put all of our effort into it, so we felt like we needed a break. So we're taking a little bit of break for the Christmas,
Imagine
and
doing
probably
this
in
every day.
February. Oh, that'd be crazy.
Some people do
Oh
that.
no, yeah, some people do that. Those guys, shout out to them. They're good, but you want to listen to this podcast. This podcast is better, but it's not probably better, but it's better in your heart. That's what you're gonna believe, okay?
Yes.
Um, but yeah, we're probably gonna take a little bit of break. We'll probably start back up in February, and this will be season 2 of the Biblical Podcast. It'll be so much better. We're gonna see if we can get some upgraded peripherals during the Christmas break. So we're gonna see if I have a better mic, probably better camera. Just altogether, it's gonna be so much better. We're gonna see if we can get more games variety, less game variety, whatever you guys want. Again, just put that in the podcast suggestions on Evan's Discord server.
Or in the
And
comments
yeah,
or something like that.
yeah, or in the comments. Comments is fine. Like this is on Twitch, YouTube, even the live chat. Pretty much anywhere as long as we can see it. You think we'll probably try to add it because no one leaves us any suggestions nowadays. So kind of sad for us. But let's stop rambling on about this podcast. It's not what this podcast is about.
It's
It
about
is
other
about
things.
gaming news. It's about gaming news. Yeah, about news in general. So we actually have our first topic, and it's about YouTube, right? YouTube used to only put ads on videos that were in the creator program, right? From creators who were in the creator program. But now YouTube has decided to make it so that ads are on all the time. So any video on YouTube, if it's from a creator from in the creator program or not, they're going to have ads. So get your ad block on if you want, except for on our channel. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot more ads on YouTube now. What do you think about this change, Evan?
Well, I think it kind of sucks for small YouTubers cuz they don't get anything out of it, but then people have to watch ads on their videos. So it's like, yeah, it's not great. It's fine. It's not a huge deal, especially since people are used to ads most of the time anyways, but it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I go kind of two ways. I don't like it because the creators who make those videos don't get anything from it. But YouTube, I'm pretty sure, has been making profits ever since it started. So hopefully this would help them start making profits. And maybe since it's getting videos are getting, there's so many more advertisements on it, it'll stop this adpocalypse. A lot of people are saying we're in slash whatever, right? Because you don't make much money with ads as it is, and this much more ads could help YouTube make some more money, which would be good because then it doesn't become in the red; it goes into the green, hopefully. But again, I do know some YouTubers, and these YouTubers are the best. There's those YouTubers who can have ads, but they choose not to run them. Those YouTubers are really good because they don't care. They're not doing it for the money. That means, right? But a few YouTubers like that, they're kind of sad that they have to enable ads now. But you know, it will all work out in the end. I feel like, and although some people are like, "Wow, YouTube and Google so greedy," I don't think that is. They need to make money too, right? So, in fact,
Yeah,
they're going to be employing more people hopefully now, maybe. So, I think it really runs out in the end. It works pretty well.
yeah, and
Do
it
you have anything
definitely
else to add about that?
it works for YouTube. I mean, it makes sense why they do that. It's not like the best thing for some people, and yeah, like you said, it doesn't it could hurt some people overall, but it's really not that big of a deal. And I mean, it makes sense why they do that to get the money. So, like, I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
mean, they've actually been having this feature added for quite some time now. So, you guys may have been watching this and not even noticed it's been on already. So, how is it even noticeable for a lot of people,
I
right?
think I had been
People
like
have ad block
noticing,
too.
like I had been thinking there have been a lot more ads recently. I was like, what? Why are there like?
You haven't noticing? Oh,
I think it's just because I watch some smaller YouTubers, and I didn't really put a pin on it, but
yeah. I mean, I watch YouTubers from a whole bunch of size. I like to think I used to watch a lot more smaller creators. All those small creators are now big YouTubers, like Technoblade. Like I watched him when he had like 100K or less. And now
wow,
he's like all the way up there. So you know, a lot of those small YouTubers eventually grow big. So, but yeah, I
yeah,
haven't noticed much. But hey, some people may. So bad news, guys. We had more bad news with those ads now. No one likes ads. More ads. That's bad news. Next bad news is that the PS4 has been so popular. Sony CEO, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure if I got my sources correct and everything, they said themselves, bad news, we're all out of PS4s. These PS4s market has been run just so dry. So if you got your hand on a PS4, you're really lucky. Congratulations. What do you think about this, Evan?
wow. that is that that's really weird, honestly. I guess it kind of makes sense because they've moved on to the PS5 now, but it's kind of weird that they just run
Wait,
out like yeah.
sorry, hate to be this guy. Did I say PS4?
Yeah, you
I meant
did.
to say PS5 if I did.
PS5s. Oh,
PS5,
that
PS5.
changes
Sorry, guys.
everything. That
That changes a
changes
lot more. I'm
everything.
so sorry. I missed. I have not been thinking correctly. Good thing I noticed that now. Otherwise, we've been spreading fake news on this podcast.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry about that, guys.
Cuz I was going to say
PS5, PS5.
if it's a PS4, I mean it kind of makes sense cuz they've PS5 now. I mean, it'd be ideal
Yeah.
if it was still like on the market and stuff, but they moved on, right? But if they're on PS5, that's a completely different story. Like that is not good. And
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people have been getting PS5s. It's been pretty popular. And I mean, it makes sense why. Even people, a fair number of people I know who don't normally get PlayStations and stuff have them now. And it's a pretty powerful console, so it makes sense. But it
hmm
running out, that's a bit of a problem from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I don't think even know if then like Sony was thinking about how popular this console would be. Like, I think during the pandemic, everyone's wanting something to do now because a lot of people are there's going to be more lockdowns now. There's a lot of people a lot of places are doing more lockdowns, or people are now worried, right? So I want to go quick for later, which would be a PS5, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, those white boards that the PS5 has, right? A lot of people, I've heard rumors that they may be customizable in the future. Like you'll be able to take them off easily. You'll be able to put other things on them, like different like color panels. And that customizability feature would be pretty cool, I think. So if they did do that, I would probably think about buying one because I like to be able to customize my stuff, which is why I like the Switch so much because the Switch you can easily switch out the Joy Cons you're using, make it look nice. Like I personally really like the green blue Joy Cons together. Like I think they look really sick.
They do. They
I think a
look
lot of other
so
people
good.
think they look sick. Yeah, they do look good. So I think stuff like that is really good, and customized features are always pretty cool. So yeah, good for the PS5 and that it's been selling a lot of copies. Bad in that they probably ran out or something. Like it's been pretty crazy. So actually, Evan, I think you have the next topic here, so I'll let you introduce the next one.
Yeah, so uh Mario Maker 1, not Mario Maker 2. So the one back on the Wii U. Nintendo is ending support for it, so there's no more uploading of courses. And it makes sense. Nintendo usually does this around this point. I mean, with like the Wii, they ended support fairly soon after. So I'm actually surprised that Mario Maker 1 has actually lasted this long. I guess it does make sense since it's like multiplayer games and like it revolves around people uploading courses, but Mario Maker 2's been out for a long time now. People have moved on. It makes sense why they would change it. Although it does suck for the people who only have a Wii U and only have Mario Maker 1 and have no way of getting the new one because they don't have a Switch and they don't want to pay, the $400 Canadian, 300 US. Did it go down? I don't know. They don't want to pay
I
all
think it's
that,
still
right?
pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very expensive, right? And then on top of that, you have to pay the $80 Canadian and $60 US to buy the actual game, right?
And then he has to pay for Nintendo Switch Online. And then I'm not sure if you guys know this, but multiplayer on that Super Mario Maker 2. Oh boy. You don't want to experience that multiplayer.
Oh
It is
yeah,
the
yeah.
worst
You
thing
do.
ever. Like, it made me pull my hair out. Like, oh my goodness. I think everyone came over one time and I was like, hey, I want to play some Mario Maker with on like online mode. He's like, sure. Start playing, right? It goes so slow. We're like, oh my goodness, it was horrible. Like you could watch a movie by the time you moved one
Yeah.
centimeter. Like, oh my, it was horrible. Like you
Yeah.
watch a movie, oh, oh boy.
And in case any of you don't know, the reason it works like that is because they use player to player instead of player to server. So all the players are going directly to a server. What they're actually doing is player to player. So I'm at my house with my Switch and I'm communicating directly with the person in Australia with their Switch, and it gets really laggy. It doesn't work at all.
Yeah,
And
you
like
really gotta
good
do
games,
servers.
good multiplayer games like Rocket League, they have servers like or Fortnite, like North America, Europe, and stuff like that. So the players are actually communicating with the server, and there's never that sort of lag. And
Hmm.
it's cheaper for Nintendo to do player to player, but it really sucks.
Yeah, and like then this used to free too. Like on the Wii U, you don't have to pay for any online features, so
And we
it really
pay
does
for
suck.
this. We pay for
Yeah,
that.
like honestly, I'd be willing. Like I'm sure like they're the cheapest of like all the other online subscriptions compared to like PS4 Plus, whatever. Like so not like PlayStation Plus, Microsoft Live or whatever it's called, Xbox Live, like all those other online services, right? But if like we could get decent service, I'd be willing to pay a little bit extra for a good online service. Overall, I wish it'd be free because I'm already paying for internet, the console, and everything else. But hey, if I needed to play online, and I'd probably pay a bit more money as long as there's a good connection. But Nintendo just
Hmm.
doesn't have a good connection like that.
Yeah.
And I know whenever it does happen, I always know like you popular Twitch streamers and like YouTubers are always like, "Oh, who is it? Leave, leave, leave." I always hoping that one person will leave so they can be normal again. And
Yeah,
then that
yeah.
messes them up because now they're like, "Oh, this is like super fast now." You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. And if you've never seen these videos before or clips of this happening, I encourage you to go look it up. Like it'll be really easy to find one, like really easy. So you should go check it out. But
I
the
mean,
lag is
honestly,
extremely
me
bad.
and me and Evan haven't even recorded the gameplay yet when we're recording this right now. If you guys really wanted, you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, we could probably do some Mario Maker 2 recording for gameplay, and you'll see it when that happens. I
Yeah.
mean, oh, yeah, so that's a whole nother story. But back on more topic, I think it is sad that they're ending Mario Maker 1. Of course, is getting uploaded, but eventually Nintendo has to end it, and maybe they can move those servers now to the Switch, make them less laggy.
Yes. Yeah. There is a point
Hopefully.
though that they have to end it cuz they can't just keep it going forever. Cuz they
I mean,
can't.
they ended Splatoon a lot sooner, so
Yeah.
it does make sense. I
We
do
we
know
knew it was
Mario
coming.
Maker did have a pretty solid community yet, even though there was a Switch. It was still one of the ones that still lasted pretty well. But a lot of them have moved over to Mario Maker too, so let's just hope the rest move over too then.
Yeah,
So
like
I can stay in the community.
most people had moved over to Mario Maker 2 like when it first came out. Like it was pretty hype
Hmm.
when it came out cuz everyone loved Mario Maker 1 and there were like
Yeah.
a lot of new cool features, so it's not really a huge deal, and Mario Maker has been out for like a year and a half probably.
Yeah, I think yeah, Mario Maker 2 has been out for over a year now for sure. And yeah, I do think a half as well. So this game has been out for quite a while, Mario Maker 2. And
And
it's just become like at first I didn't really notice too much feat differences, but the more and more I look every now and then I look back at Wii U Mario Maker now and I'm like, oh, that used to be the main menu and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it makes me cringe so much, even though it doesn't feel much different when you're not noticing it. But yeah, it's they changed the law in the game, so.
Yeah,
And that's
and
like one of the first games I was really excited about on the Switch too. So
yeah, and like
that's
Mario Maker 2 is always coming out with new updates and stuff. So, yeah.
well, they did actually did do their final update a while bit. It was
Oh,
3.0. They said that'd be the
I
last
see.
final major update. At least that's what I'm heard, and I don't think they're planning on updating anytime soon.
Either
So
way,
they're not updating that game anymore. But hey,
okay.
that's the same thing that
Good to
happened to
know.
Mario Maker. So
Yeah.
Mario Maker 1.
Either way, they're and it makes sense that they're stopping updating cuz they have to move on to other games, but either way, it's still a really good game. There are lots of features that aren't in Mario Maker 1, so I personally don't have it. I like the game. I've seen people play it a lot, and if I had the money, I might go get it. But it's a good game. If you want to get it, then you should definitely get it. Okay, so it looks like Boom is having some I don't know what's going on there. So I'll take over hosting for a moment if you're on
Sorry
YouTube.
about that, little guys. I
Oh,
just had to
okay.
real quickly just make sure my little brothers were not going crazy. Because also I heard one person make a boop, and another kid made a boop. And kids, when one person does it, they're like, "Oh, that's a challenge. I gotta make it louder, right?" So I was like,
Oh.
"We're either gonna start on this like boop fight, and it's gonna be like boop, 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 boop." Until it's like really loud. Like I was like, "Oh boy, they're gonna make like a sonic explosion. I want decent audio quality." So yeah, sorry about that, YouTube people in the YouTube that. Yeah, I just didn't want all of a sudden the audio to be crazy because they had started have this boop battle. So usually they're pretty good, but this time I was like, oh, I probably should make sure they're quiet.
Yeah, that would have kind of
Oh,
sucked.
yeah, you guys don't want to hear sonic boops and uh, little kids are crazy.
Okay, so we do have another topic that we're going to move into. That is a firmware update for the Nintendo Switch, which is coming out. Neither Boom nor I have gotten it yet, and I don't know why. I hadn't
I
played my
think we have to
Switch in a while.
force update it in the
I think
settings,
so.
but
Yeah.
I think I personally haven't played my Switch for a while now. So,
Yeah, I hadn't played my Switch for a little bit until last night when I went on Rocket League for a little bit. I just was busy. I had exams and school and stuff, so yeah.
mhm.
But yeah, I think you have to manually update it, and there's a spot in the settings where you can go do that. But there is a new firmware update out. Do you know anything about what it does, Boom?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a Nintendo Switch Online like tab I've heard. So at the bottom there's like those like tabs, right? They're gonna have that there. You're now easily able to move stuff like your screenshots. You're able to hook up your Switch to like your phone using like their Nintendo Switch Online app, stuff like that. So you'll be able to move all your screenshots and videos 10 at a time, I think, to your mobile device or your computer, however you choose to set up, right? Your computer or mobile phone, whatever. Um, you'll also be able to I think there's more sharing options as well. And now when you go to your friends list, they updated your friends list a little bit. They'll show you what games have been played most around your friends recently. So you kind of know what's trending along your friends. Just kind of like what Discord has there. Um, there's another feature as well. Oh, and on now for on like Nintendo Switch Online, cloud saving will now be automatically turned on for most games, like all games. I have it, so now you don't need to worry about remembering to save your game using cloud save. It'll just automatically happen. So if you're moving Switch or you
That's a
lose your
big
Switch, you don't need
complaint
to
a
worry
lot of
about
people
much.
had. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like
Yeah,
when the Switch Lite came out, lots of people were asking for that. So that's awesome.
yeah. I mean, I never heard of these complaints, but it's a firmware update, and some of them are pretty cool. I really like the new Friends features as well. Because let's be honest, Nintendo Switch doesn't have as much, doesn't have as good communication features, Friends features as other consoles like PS4, Xbox One, those
Yeah.
consoles. So
Yeah. And
I'll take it.
yeah, yeah, for sure. There weren't necessarily complaints. People were just like saying, this would be really convenient if it automatically saved to the cloud, so I didn't have to do that every time. Just like
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like this really cool. This guy, he's like a graphics artist, whatever, right? For like digital stuff, right? And he makes like concept arts for like Nintendo Switch, iPhones, and stuff. And I saw his Nintendo Switch like concept video for like what they could do for like themes, and like he redesigned the whole Switch software, like main menu and stuff. And it looks so good. Like, oh, like it was so crisp and so nice looking. I'm not sure who the guy is that made that video. If it's still even up on YouTube, I haven't seen it for a while. So if you want to look it up, guys, look it up. It's a really good video.
Okay, so I completely forgot to talk about this before. I went right over it. Rocket League is having a huge update coming on December 9th, which Boom believes is that date. You might be wrong, so fact check us. Feel free to do that. But there's going to be new music and new maps, or one new map, it looks like. And
Yes,
this
one
is
new
for
map.
season 2. Season 2. So of
Hmm.
course, Epic recently bought out. Yeah. We talked about that a few weeks ago. So they're doing the whole season thing like they do with Fortnite.
Hmm. I mean, I think this is all really cool changes. Like the new map. I don't think they have added a map for a long time, so this is gonna be really cool. I'm not sure what the map is yet. I thought they already did season two, as I saw when my brothers were doing that Boop 4 earlier. They have a PS4, so he was doing some Rocket League on that. And I noticed that it said season two on the side, so I'm not actually sure if they did do season two already or not. But so fact check this on this, but apparently there's a new map. That's what I heard about a while ago. So no, I'm not 100% sure though with all this information. But yeah, as we said earlier, Epic bought it out, so all this season stuff is now a lot more trendy in games. Like even games not owned by Epic have this season stuff now, because it just makes a lot more sense for a lot of companies. It makes more money usually. So
Yeah, it is
you
good
know,
for marketing purposes.
it is very good for marketing purposes. Because I just got a new PC recently, guys. I'm not sure if I told anybody, but yeah, on the podcast, but I got a new PC. I'm looking at all these games I can now handle. I'm like, wow, a lot of these games are free, like League of Legends, Valorant, Apex Legends. A whole bunch of games are just free to play now. Hearthstone, for those are for Blizzard. A whole bunch of games are now free to play, so being paid, which were usually paid. So it's really hard now, a lot harder to compete in the market with games that are free, especially if they make more money because of these seasons and battle passes things. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for
expect more
sure.
free games in the future.
Yeah, Fortnite definitely set a trend, especially since it was like really popular for a long time. So it's something a lot of people have become accustomed to having the seasons and everything. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Does it not work for some games? For sure. Is it a really good idea in some games? Yeah, for sure. Like Rocket League. It's a great idea for a game like Rocket League, and I think having new maps and stuff come every season. Uh I I'm like used to the same maps now because it's been a long time. Like I haven't even been playing Rocket League that long, but I know the maps now because they're just the same. So having a new map come in is pretty cool, and new music. I mean, I don't really care about the music, but a lot of people do. So, it's a small thing, but it'll make the game better. So why not, right?
Yeah, and I think music's pretty cool. I always like Rocket League's music quite a bit. Like I kind of like their style of music quite a bit. So I actually listened to I think a few of the tracks before. I think they're just remixes of other songs, most of it, and actually that sounds pretty nice. I think, but I like that music, so a bit biased from here. But yeah, I think why not add more music, right? As again, their playlist feature is pretty cool. So you can always just if you don't like that music, you can just disable that playlist. So more options for music in games is always pretty cool, I think. So two topics now. These are going to be about Overwatch, guys. It's going to be really quick. So they added new balance changes for Overwatch in the PTR. I think this is. They nerfed Baptiste a little bit because I'm sure you guys know if you play Overwatch. They really made Baptiste strong. They made him like the main support character for quite a while. And that new implement that like 4K TV alt he has now. Oh boy, can really destroy. So they're doing that. They buffed Reinhardt's damage a little bit and gave him a little bit more health. So now Reinhardt will be a bit more deadly when he's trying to push against you. So you may want to evacuate a little bit more. Head on out, let me go, run away, type of thing. And Diva also is having more armor now. So these should all be pretty cool changes. I believe that's all of them. Again, you probably heard about these PTR changes if you're into the Overwatch community, but I thought I'd just put them here in the podcast. And you guys may not care about this or not, but Winter Wonderland event for Overwatch will be coming shortly, so do be prepared for that. I'm not sure about any skins or anything, but it's gonna be fun, so make sure you're prepared for that. So next up, this is news that we usually don't cover in our podcast today, but we're like, this is the final podcast episode for this season. We're like, why not add some different type of content in this one? So this one's about astronomy. I know, our favorite subject. It's my favorite subject, your favorite subject, all of our favorite subjects. I know. No. Jupiter and Saturn double planet on December 21st, and this will happen first time in like over 800 years. So what I mean by double planet is that if you look in the telescope, these two planets will be like really close together, like kind of like this. If you see in the video here, they'll be like really close together, kind of making it look like they're one really big planet. So it'll kind of look like a figure eight, kind of, you know what I mean? So kind of be like that. And that would be pretty cool because, double planet, this is the first time in over 800 years. That's kind of crazy. And yeah, so we just have another space topic, and I'll let Evan cover this one.
Yeah, so I just want to say that it's pretty cool that those are going to be overlapping and everything because you know, I I'm not too like interested in astronomy and everything like that, but it's always cool when something happens. Like when there's an eclipse, everyone knows about it, right? Well, not everyone, but people get somewhat excited about it.
I mean, there's always that one uninformed village idiot that's sitting there in the corner. He's been like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. For sure. But, lots of people know about eclipses. They know how they work. I mean, that's sort of like a
Mhm.
high school science sort of thing, grade school science even. You learn about eclipses. So, you know, it's pretty cool. And then you have like things like, Jupiter and Saturn lining up once every 8
Mhm.
years. I mean, it's just a cool little thing.
800 years.
Oh, 800 years.
Yeah, first
That
time in
is
800 years.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
because like they orbit at different speeds, right? Compared to the
8 years
and then like
is a
the
lot different than
yeah,
800.
for
Yeah,
sure.
because of the way the orbits work.
Yeah.
This is the first time this is happening in over 800 years.
Yeah,
So
cuz
I
then
just think that's
we
kind of
also have to
crazy.
be lined up with them, right? So
I think so
Earth,
as well. Yeah.
Saturn and Jupiter only line up with each other once every 800 years. There's a fun
Yeah.
fact for you.
Another thing that happened this year during 2020 for stargazing, I think it was like late November, is that one night in November you could see 5 planets in our solar system visible with no telescope, just by the naked human eye,
Yeah, yeah, I
and that was
remember
really
that.
cool. That was like the first time that happened in history for quite a while as well. There's been a lot of really cool things this year. Although the year has been kind of bad in terms of other stuff in astronomy, there's been a lot of cool things that's happened
Yeah.
that only happened for quite a while. So,
And then
that's some good news.
the in the summer there was a comet that passed, right? That only passes like every 100 years or something, something like that.
Hmm. I
I
think so.
forget the name of the comet, but I remember I was camping and we went to go watch it, and you can actually see it because it's in the middle of the country, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, I remember that. So yeah, lots of cool things that happened during this year with astronomy and stuff. But let's also talk about another thing that I just found when I was doing, looking for topics for the podcast. So, NASA has confirmed that asteroid. You can. I was doing quotes on YouTube. If you can't see that, then you can't see that. Um, an asteroid spotted above the Earth is actually a rocket booster from the '60s. I think this is pretty cool as someone who plays Rocket League a lot. I'm
Oh yeah.
pretty like I know a lot about how the rocket booster works. Especially when you're like rocket boosting and then doing the, front flip into the ball right to like hit it first,
Oh
right?
yeah. You gotta do that.
Yeah, and like if you're flying, you have to know how the rocket boost works. So, I mean, I don't know how that worked out where like they got a rocket booster in space, but you know, what do you
I
think
mean, you know
about
how
doing that?
Elon Musk a while ago, you know how Elon Musk sent out that Tesla Roadster out to space, right? Maybe NASA, and he was trying to implement Mario Kart in space. Maybe
Ah,
NASA was trying to implement Rocket League to space.
so it's
These
Elon
are Sean.
Musk.
These, yes, maybe he could be part of NASA here. Trying to help them out, make
Oh.
Rocket League in space while he's making Mario Kart in space. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I
conspiracy
think these
theory.
astronomers, these astron like these all these really cool space stuff. They're just trying to make video games in outer space for us. I think that's pretty
Yeah, that
pog
is pretty
because
pog.
I love Mario Kart. I can just imagine myself playing Mario Kart in outer space.
So if
I would
Elon
die because I
Musk
can't drive really well, but hey.
if Elon Musk is making Mario Kart in space, then we need someone to make Rocket League, don't we?
Yes, that's what NASA's going to do, I believe.
Yes.
NASA,
NASA. Okay.
because of that rocket booster, it's going
So
to be Rocket League in
is it
space.
going to be like with Teslas and
2021.
everything? Because like if you're in
Oh.
space, you're going to be there for a long time, right? And it's hard to get gas.
Hmm.
So then you just need to get electricity into space. And I think that's
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
that's
guess what?
harder.
They don't even need to worry about. They don't even need to worry about electricity in space. You know what you need? Just put a solar panel on the roof. The sun's right there.
Ah, there it's
Forever,
perfect.
infinity
Okay.
power.
So like does
Also, guys,
is there a
what
race
do you
around the
guys know about
sun?
this? We could do a race around the sun. Because basically, since the sun would give us infinity power pretty much because of the solar panel, right? We don't we don't need to worry about overheating people in the cars, right? Just put the air conditioning on max and they'll be fine. The air conditioning will cool them down so the sun doesn't burn them up. And then the solar panel will power the cars and they can do racing on there. Wouldn't that be so cool, guys? This ain't factual, by the way, guys. This ain't factual. This ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So
Okay,
you guys
anyways,
know that.
let's get back to the actual thing. So basically, NASA confirmed it. So I was reading up a little bit on this and it's kind of cool actually. Oh wait. Okay, one second. I need to find it again. Here it is. So apparently they so okay, I can't speak. So some astronomers were looking at NASA. Were looking for asteroids, right? They found this one, and then they actually plotted its orbit based on its position and the direction it was moving, and they actually found that it would have come very close to Earth or like from Earth in the past. So they did some more research on it, and they think it's actually a rocket from the 1966 Surveyor 2 mission, which was supposed to land on, which was the second lunar lander to arrive on the moon, but it got lost on its way to the moon, and since then it hasn't been seen, except now they think that asteroid is it. And if I prepared for this better, ahead of time, I could have shown you guys the picture on YouTube better, but I'll just like show you it on my phone, I guess. Uh, on my camera. So that's kind of what it looks like. I don't know what that is, but that's the picture at the top of the article. So yeah. So
I mean,
yeah.
that's actually a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Like I thought it was just gonna be something with jokes, but like you haven't seen it since the '60s. That's kind of actually kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, and it might have
that's kind of like long
orbited
lost child.
past. It might have orbited past before and they didn't know about it. I don't know. I think this might be the first time it's orbited since the 60s when it was supposed to get to the moon.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like this is kind of a new discovery, kind of re-seeing what we had in the past. Because I do know one of the issues is that since we're destroying everything in the Earth's atmosphere, right? Because it's so much easier, we use that, we just drop off like the one part of the rocket, so the
Yeah.
rocket can keep going, right? So this would be a big step because that's called space litter, right? It's kind of like litter in this atmosphere. Makes it harder so that because now I find an opening, that litter in outer space, get at all the satellites, right?
Well, at least we know that
So
sometimes it
them
comes
finding that
back.
could be pretty good. Yeah, at least we know that. That could mean that it stays in the atmosphere for a lot longer than we're thinking it is too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
So
pretty interesting actually.
yeah,
It's kind of cool though. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
In other news, someone spent 45 hours building an RTX 3070 gaming PC in Minecraft. 3070, however you pronounce it. I'm not the best with these PC graphic names, but
Oh, wow.
45 hours to build that. That's interesting.
Wow.
This guy must really like his RTXs.
Yep.
I
For sure.
I just thought we'd share that. So do you have any more topics to add before we go into the interview, Evan?
Well, that's about it. I think we're good. And we just have a short 5-minute interview coming up, to roughly 5 minutes to end off the season. You guys have heard from him before if you've heard earlier episodes of the podcast. I think it was episode 4 he was in, maybe. But making a return to his guest appearance is EthanSK8's, and we will be right back with him.
Hello, everyone. We're back. We're having an interview now. We wanted to end the podcast with an interview, a guest speaker. We've had this guest speaker in the past. He's a good speaker, so we're having him once again. So yeah, this is pretty poggers. And the guest is, drumroll please, EthanSK8's. How's EthanSK8's? How are you doing today? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So we have, I think, roughly 4 questions for EthanSK8's in this podcast. These questions are going to be pretty interesting, and they're going to be interesting. And I'll let Evan ask the first.
Okay, so the first question for Skates on this installment of the BoomBQ Podcast. EthanSK8's, what EthanSK8's, what do you think of the new Minecraft caves and cliffs?
Wait, that came.
Yeah, the caves and cliffs up.
Wait. Did the
As it
mobs
came out,
come
yeah,
out?
do you think
It's scheduled.
the trailer? Like, what do you think of the features?
I think that they should have copper armor. Yep. Wait, do they have copper and armor in Minecraft? Wait, what do you do in Minecraft?
No, they
anyways?
don't, Ethan. Okay, so Ethan here, he thinks he's funny, thinking that he doesn't play Minecraft. Whereas on Discord right here, it says he's been playing Minecraft for the last 28 hours. So, yeah, that is very fun. Well, 28 hours. He's been playing Minecraft 28 hours straight. It's kind of crazy.
Wait.
But, no, okay, yes, only. Hopefully, only. Oh my goodness. If you play more than that, you're crazy. Okay, so the next thing is, I have a question here for you. What? Okay. Well, the next question is, what is your favorite thing to do in Minecraft, Ethan?
in Minecraft?
You need to hold
the mic
to your
In my so one time, I killed a sheep, and I made a bed.
That's your favorite thing to do in Minecraft?
Mhm.
Is sleeping. Your favorite thing to do in Minecraft is sleeping? Okay. That does make sense. That is my favorite thing to do in real life. So you're obviously, your Minecraft character is just your in real life version of yourself in Minecraft. That's pretty cool. That's everything to do in real life, so it makes sense that's your favorite thing to do
I wake up
in
early
Minecraft.
to sleep in Minecraft.
Ah, that's a good idea. You wake up early every morning just so you can sleep in Minecraft. Good choice. Sleep before you get your school and right choice. Okay, so next, this is actually a pretty good question. We know you like playing we know you like playing Skyblock on that Hypixel quite often. The question about Skyblock. What do you like about Skyblock? Why do you like Skyblock? Do you have a religion theme around Skyblock by any chance?
Could you repeat?
Okay. What do you like about Skyblock, Ethan? Why do you like Skyblock? Have a religion out of Skyblock by any chance?
You can take
You like
money
Skyblock,
from all
you
the
get money.
noobs. You can make the coins in it into real money.
So, quick question. You say you like Skyblock because do slavery in it?
No, you can
There's
scam
not
to
this
get
guy,
real
but
money.
we don't want our podcast canceled. You know what I mean?
And turn the coins you get to real money.
I can hear you. The mic is that far from
Okay.
your mouth.
So some issues in his audio. I'm not sure how the audio is working on that, but
He doesn't know
you
how
can
to
hear
hold a
him. He says,
microphone.
"Yeah, we usually get from Sam, but today we don't just on that microphone."
This part
Yeah,
in
they
the
I'm not
podcast.
speaking. So the question was, well, the answer was he likes that he can scam other people, so he can to gain his own riches. So pretty much.
Yeah,
This is a
basically.
really important question, actually. This is a really important question, and a really good question. I know some of you guys may be watching it on this platform or listening to this podcast on this platform, Twitch. EthanSK8's, if I'm not mistaken, EthanSK8's / NTB Life / whatever you want to call him. He does not have a Twitch channel, I believe. Do you plan on making a Twitch channel soon?
He does have an account. He doesn't use it though.
Do you plan streaming, Ethan?
How Evan's streams are bad.
So you're streaming about how my streams.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell a bunch of people into your stream and donate money.
You can't do that.
Okay. I'm also pretty sure that is against Twitch's harassment fee. So you would probably get banned from Twitch about that. So I think that's enough for listening to this. I'm sorry, but this is just like I'm gonna end the podcast here as well. So thank you guys for listening to this last episode of this season. Thank you guys for listening to this interview. Thank you much for. Okay, probably didn't even say. But whatever. Most of the people are listening to it. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Hear something there, so I was just being quiet. But yes, this is the end of the BoomBQ Podcast. For then, I hope you guys enjoyed us. Thank you all for staying into the whole season. We appreciate the support, guys. So we will see you next season. Bye, everyone.
Much for next season. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel at EEVAN10 on YouTube. That's EEVAN10 on YouTube. You can also find my Twitch channel with the same username. And don't forget to go subscribe to BoomBQ as well. Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to the post-commentary section of the BoomBQ Podcast, which is exclusively for YouTube and Twitch. You can ask us questions in the chat, or anything like that, at this point, and we can answer them. But definitely for sure, don't forget that you can, whenever, just give a question in the Discord server or in the comments of a YouTube video or something. So if you want us to talk about anything during this section, you should definitely let us know. Yeah. Anyways, I'm here with BoomBQ this week, who unfortunately
Hello, everybody.
He couldn't make it last episode, but he's here for the season finale. So
Yes, let's go Poggers.
it is Poggers. we are releasing this a week late, just because of reasons and stuff. We were busy last week with stuff.
Yeah, we may have. I know I forgot about it. I'm not sure Evan did that. I forgot about it, so my bad for that.
Yeah. But
so
it works out because we can release it today, because we're not doing it because we're taking a break anyways, right?
We're gonna take a break. I think we're gonna start back up again, season 2 in February, guys. So be prepared for that. That's gonna be really exciting. So guys, enjoy your Christmas without us annoying you during that time. Spend some time with your family, hopefully, or do whatever you want. Really, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing, Boom was telling me that me and Ethan's bed defenses are way too much when we play Bed Wars. Now we're adding another layer of glass.
Yeah. As someone who used to play way too much Bed Wars, I played with Gamer by 80, so you guys may know him. He has like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube now. He used to be the #1 Bedwars player. I played with some really good Bedwars players in my day, in my prime, if you know what I mean. And that is way too big. And also, you should have gotten Ethan to do the defense because he has to record entertaining. How do I say this? Entertaining gameplay. And defense isn't that entertaining, but other than that judgment right there, I guess it'll be hard to get through. Take a little bit, maybe 30 seconds max when it took you over 30 minutes to do. But hey, you know, each their own.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd just like to apologize for my
our
end,
bed's
guys.
gonna be gone in 2.5 minutes anyway. It's like,
No.
why are we even doing this?
Yeah, you're putting water on top of glass, whereas glass is already blast resistant, so you don't even need water. It's so.
Ethan, I was
pointless.
just doing what Ethan said, okay?
It's all good. It's all good. Another thing I'd like to apologize for my end is that you may hear a little bit of background noise right now. My brothers are just playing. I actually have a lot of younger brothers. I didn't have the heart to tell them to be quiet. They're playing before bed, so I was like, okay, I'll just leave them. So if you hear any bit like screaming or anything, it's not children I've kidnapped. It's my brothers. Trust me on that, guys. I'm sure you guys know that, hopefully. And yeah. So there's a lot of news for like video games this week compared to what we had during this podcast, which is quite interesting actually. The Nintendo Switch actually sold more copies in the United States than the PS5 and the new Xboxes. The Switch did. Like that's kind of crazy. A console you can actually buy in the store. There's not like scarcity on it. There's no scalpers. So more copies than the other consoles, which is quite interesting actually, I find. So
Yeah,
I'm not
for
sure if you have anything you want to think.
Yeah, that's interesting. Obviously Nintendo's getting a little bit more popular again after the
Mm-hmm.
failed Wii U era. But a lot of people who actually have a Switch also own a PlayStation or Xbox or have
Mhm.
PC games or something like that. So it's most of the time people have most of the time when a lot of people buy Switches, they have both. But there also are a lot of people that don't. So yeah, I mean, Switch is a pretty good console for being portable and everything. So I
Yeah,
guess it
Switch
makes
is a
sense
really
why.
good console for being like the spare console. Because a lot of people I know, I play a lot of Overwatch on my
Mhm.
Switch. At least I used to. Now I'm playing a bit more on my PC, and I don't even play much Overwatch anymore. I play other games a bit too now.
Which
But
is exactly like
yeah, but a
yeah,
lot of
it's
the
like
people I played Overwatch with, a lot of them have other consoles, like a
yeah,
PS4 or something.
yeah, because like you use PS4 and Xbox as your main, and then when you're going somewhere or something, you can just take your Switch.
Okay, so we
it's
actually
easy.
have a guest who'd like to join this post commentary. Should we have him for the last thing? His name is Mako Tor. He's in Evan's Discord server, so he's wanting to join. Should we allow him to join Evan
Have you
for
told
this
him we're on
last little
air?
bit? Yeah, I'll tell him once he joins.
Oh no, tell him before he joins.
Okay, I'll let him know that then now. Okay, sorry about that keyboard sound there, guys. I'm just letting message him now, let him know that he will be on air, so you don't want to be like, yo, what's up? Person who lives at our address, because we don't want to trust you guys, but not that much, if you know what I mean. You don't want to be found. And if you do know our addresses, please don't come to them uninvited, because that's creepy. Messed up.
Yeah.
So, Dreams Minecraft runs deemed illegitimate following an investigation by speedrun team. So that's kind of interesting there. So it's a little bit of news. Mako said A.
Not good for.
I'm not sure what that means. Should we just add him to the call?
Sure.
What's the worst that can happen, right? Yo, Mako, you're on the air.
I'm on air?
Yeah, you're on air right now. You're live to 100 viewers right now on YouTube and Twitch combined.
Very cool. Very cool.
This is our special guest, Mako. Remember, guys, this is the
What's
last
up,
episode of the
Mako?
podcast. So
Oh, there's someone dying in the water.
for that guy,
Yo,
you're
who's
just watching him.
3%? Who's 3%?
3% is Evan. That's just a bit of our behind the scenes. Evan actually joins on 2 devices, guys. So for those who don't know,
Only when I
when we
don't have my
record this
mic
last.
with me.
Oh, okay, never mind. That happens like half the time. So
Yeah.
that's why Mako was answering that question. So Mako, he's our special guest today, and Mako is actually a pretty cool guy. I've talked to him like for 10 minutes once. I think that's the most we've talked together. But he's a pretty cool guy. So Mako's gonna now have a song he's gonna sing for you guys, right, Mako?
Nah.
There you go. That works so well.
That's a pretty pog song.
That was a pretty good song. Now I'm talking to one of you guys now to remix it, so that actually sounds pretty decent because people do that all the time. Actually, pretty good. So
You guys should
remix everything, guys.
remix.
Buy our merch as well, please. If there's 0 sales, big oof.
It is big.
Mm-hmm. Another news, which is probably less important for some of you, but Among Us revealed a new map trailer at the Game Awards 2020. So that's gonna be pretty cool for those of you guys who like Among Us.
Among Us, poggers.
Yes, poggers. And yeah, that'll be pretty fun for those who play a lot of Among Us. Especially since now there's gonna be 4 maps instead of 3. There's some really cool things to do that. So hey, that works out well. Mm-hmm.
Bro, you guys watch my art stream? Lol.
Ooh, arts game.
Oh no.
Oh, I finna that baby.
I need to see this.
So Mako just started watching, just started streaming in the Discord call. For those who don't know,
Ooh,
What
look
is
at that.
this?
did you get this game on sale, Mako? Because it was just on sale.
Ark? No, I've owned it for a while.
I just bought it on sale recently, just yesterday. I
Nice.
haven't downloaded it yet because I was like, first of all, I have too little space on my computer, so I'm gonna delete some stuff.
Yeah, it's a fairly decent download.
It's a hefty one. But yeah,
It's
for those who don't know,
pretty-
Epic Games had a huge
on Epic Games.
yeah, it was at one point, I'm pretty sure. So there's many
That
very
is
pog
pretty-
things there.
But playing it on Steam so we can have it heavily modded and not have any fun dying. The only way to play the survival game called Ark.
Very pog. You guys got
That's
mod
true.
stuff.
Mods are.
Okay,
Wow.
so I think we're being a little bit quiet here. So I think this is good enough for the rest of the post commentary, Evan.
Yeah, I think this is. I think we can wrap it up here. We'll
Yes,
see you
guys, so-
next season.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more new features and a lot more cool stuff about our podcast in the next season, guys. Thank you all for listening through this entire season. I know me and Evan can be very boring sometimes, so you know, you guys paired with us, which is good. Any feedback, just leave them in the Discord server. We don't really care what channel you use, to be honest. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening.
We will also announce in the Discord when we're gonna air the first episode of season. So that's it for this season. Have a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2021. Thank you so much for watching.